Nigel!
I'd recognise that voice anywhere.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Well, how did the interviews go?
Quite well. I did 4 altogether.
4? Is that why you stayed over an extra night?
Yes. One of them asked me to join him for dinner.
Oh, that sounds hopeful.
Doesn't it? I should hear the results by the end of the week.
Oh, well, fingers crossed.
Hello, you two!
We didn't think you'd stay away too long, Nigel.
I thought it best to reacquaint myself with the city in small doses. It's overwhelming if you're not used to it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I'd better be off. I'm sure you two have a lot to get on with.
No. I was just heading off myself, actually.
Oh, don't let me interrupt. I was just going to have coffee with a couple of the girls anyway. Bye, Nigel.
Bye. My God, that woman can talk.
She certainly will.
Thanks to you, Simon's left town.
Well, you can't blame me for his hot-headedness, darling.
Are you kidding? You deliberately had him investigated.
But I was worried about you. It's what any caring aunt would do.
You didn't have to go around telling the whole town that he'd burned his school down when he was a kid.
Well, that just came out in conversation.
Yeah, with Auntie Celia. You may as well have put it on TV.
Everybody knew about Simon's criminal record. They didn't need to hear about it from Celia.
You made it worse.
I was only acting in your best interest.
I'll decide what's in my interest, thanks very much.
Look, if I've done you a disservice, I really am very sorry.
You have. But it's a little late to be sorry, because he's gone.
All the removalists, have they arrived yet? Well, they were meant to be there about 10 minutes ago. What's that, Frank? Well, what are they doing having a flaming picnic? It's only a couple of miles from town to the site. Yeah, okay, well, when they get there, time to get a move on, because we can load this end, all right? Yeah. Next time, remember, I haven't got a 12-inch set of ears. Hold the phone closer.
Fair go, mate. I've never held a phone for someone before, have I?
Nothing's going over at the site.
Oh, no worries, Tom. It's all under control.
Under control? I wish this was under control. That's what I wish.
Yeah, well, I reckon we're on top of it, eh?
On top of it? Where's Roo anyway? The one day we want all hands on deck, she decides to be late.
Well, don't just stand there talking. You heard what Tom said.
Right. What exactly did he say, but?
All hands on deck. Help him for Pete's sake.
If you want something to do, you can take that outside.
Right.
Yes, I'd hold it underneath.
Oh, good one, lads.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you very much for coming.
I've had a few problems.
So have we, namely a lack of help.
Well, if you're going to get angry, why don't you start with Stephen? He's the one who caused all the trouble.
Stephen?
You probably think he's been lying in bed the past few days mourning or something. Well, he hasn't. He's been running around accusing Simon of burning the store.
Gee, Simon started it.
Of course not, you idiot. But thanks to Stephen, Simon got fed up of being abused and he's cleared out.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I trust you haven't missed me too much.
Well, not as much as some. You know, you have no idea how much tongues have been wagging since you left.
Oh, what about?
Well, gossip would have it that you and Celia are the hottest items since Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton.
Oh, it's news to me.
It's utterly preposterous.
Well, that's what I thought. Mind you, I'm not altogether surprised. You see, it's not the first time that there have been false alarms about Celia's amours.
Well, you know what people are like. They say anything.
So it seems. You know, some people were even foolish enough to believe that Celia was having an affair with a French plantation owner in Tahiti, of all things.
Why do you say foolish?
Well, Oh, Celia, don't go.
Celia? That was inexcusable.
I was only teasing. You know, I don't know. Just lately, Celia's incredibly touchy.
Talk about typical. Tom Raw's Roo out for being late and he's bolted off himself.
Yeah, where's he gone, but?
To see Steve, I think, mate.
Hope he gives him a roasting.
You're pretty cut up about Simon, aren't you? Oh, well, fair enough, too. I mean, you got a raw deal while he was here.
If Stephen hadn't opened his big mouth, everything would have been fine. I'd lined Simon up with a job and everything.
And any chance you'll come back?
He couldn't wait to see the back of this place. Don't blame him either.
It's pretty tough on you, isn't it?
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
I decided to come back, did you? Big of you.
Where's the boss?
You're talking to him.
What happened to the dark-haired guy?
He called out, didn't he?
Okay, so what's next?
All right, we'll start with this pile in here, eh? And go easy. It's expensive stuff in there.
You tell him, Marty.
Hey, stop gas bagging. You got work to do.
Right.
Yeah, when I said take a few days off school, that was to help you get over what happened to Philip. It's not to run around the bay playing Sherlock Holmes.
Philip's the only relative I had left. I want to know who killed him.
Yeah, that doesn't give you the right to take the law into your own hands, mate.
More right than anybody else.
Look, this is a police matter. You don't run around firing off these sort of accusations.
Simon burned down his school. He's done it before, Tom. What else do you need?
A lot. Look, mate. We're talking about real people here. I mean, if someone is going to be nailed for Philip's murder, then they're going to be stuck away. They're going to be shut up for years.
Yeah, well, I reckon they should go to the electric chair or something.
Look, Stephen, the person who is responsible for deciding who is guilty is a judge in a court of law. Not some sort of kangaroo court you're trying to set up in Summer Bay.
I'm entitled to my own opinion.
Yeah, well, keep it to yourself. I mean, if Simon is not the guy who did it, then you have effectively destroyed the reputation of an innocent bloke.
But if I'm right, I've taken a killer off the streets before he does it to somebody else.
No, you're not listening to me, mate. You are going to leave this entire matter in the hands of Bob Barnett, and you're going to get off Simon's back. Now, that's an order.
Now, tell me the problem.
I'm tired of being a laughingstock. The whole town sees me as some sort of desiccated spinster.
How do you mean?
Look, I might have a strong moral code, but I'm still a woman. Everybody treats me as if I'm incapable of feeling fond of anyone.
You're talking about Nigel.
Not entirely. But here's the reason everybody's sniggering behind my back at the moment.
Do you like him? Then to hell with all of them. Just go for it.
No, thank you, Alfred. No, I couldn't. Imagine the sorts of things that would be said. Especially from Morag.
Ah, forget about Morag.
Well, I can't, Alfred. She can be so cruel.
Let her get to you.
Oh, I can't help it. She says such cutting things. And in front of others, too.
Then stand up to her, for God's sake.
Well, I try. Well, it's just not that simple. As much as I try to pretend that it's not true, she's just stronger than I am. And sometimes I wonder if she even has a heart.
Then don't fight her. Look, I know she gets a kick out of seeing you react, so... Well, next time she has a go, just smile and walk away.
Oh. Well, perhaps you're right.
It'll really upset her to see you and Nigel getting close.
Oh, well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, why not? I mean, you haven't given it a try yet.
Well, I couldn't.
Why not, sis? Look, I'm not really big on religion, but... Well, if there's someone up there watching you and Nigel, I'm sure it's meant to be.
Hold it right there, Lance.
Hey?
Bring the box over here, pronto.
What's up, Marty?
Just as I thought, looks like a flaming dog's breakfast. Haven't you ever heard of office ergonomics?
What?
Well, organisation, a bit of thought in what you're doing. If you're going to do a job, you may as well do it properly. Are you on my wavelength?
Yeah, but...
Do it again, and do it right this time. You're dealing with valuable corporate materials. So have a bit of respect, huh?
There you go, Marty. It took me ages to pack that. Mate, I'm only trying to help out here, you know.
You got to learn, mate. It takes hard yakka to get where I am.
Yeah, well, how come I haven't seen you lift a finger all day, eh?
Yeah, well, that's because some of us are born to lead and some of us ain't.
Ruth